All right, JJ, we were just talking about your dad a little bit. We have a coworker, Matt Jones, who played quarterback with your father while he was in Fayetteville.
Maybe you've heard of him.
Yeah, probably have. And Matt always tells us that your dad not only was a stud football player, but he was quite the basketball player. So my question to you as we start this morning, can you beat your dad yet in one-on-one? Or when did you start beating your dad and when you guys would play pickup?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I haven't really had the chance to beat him because when I was younger, he used to beat me all the time. And now he claims he's a little too old to play me, so I don't think I'll ever get the chance again.
So he retired.
How convenient.
He went off on a high note is when you're saying. He got the last one he said.
Go out a winner, Go out a winner.
Basically.
JJ, I heard you. So when you committed to Arkansas, and obviously there's a lot of hoopla, people were excited. One of the things that stood out to me is in talking about your dad, you were like, he kind of let me write my own path and make my own decision. Give us a sense of how instrumental not only your dad is, but your parents as a whole have been in this whole process in committing to Arkansas.
Well, from a young age, they've always told me that they weren't going to force me to even play any sports. So they always left that choice up to me as well. But I fell in love with the game of basketball. And as I got older and this decision came up, my parents told me there was no pressure on where I wanted to go. And especially with the pressure of, my dad being a Hog, they just left it up to me. And at the end of the day, I became a Hog. So
yeah. JJ, did you ever play football at a younger age? Was football ever part of your life?
It was at one point, actually. I stopped around 6th grade. That's when I really started to pick up on basketball, and it became it was my first love. So I thought, why not stick with it?
Yeah, you mentioned your first love. I mean, what was the moment, or do you remember when you decided, hey, football's not for me? My dad was a legend on the offensive line at Arkansas, but when did you figure out, hey, this is the path I'm going down?
Well, I think it came from, number one, I saw a lot of scary injuries on TV. And not saying that you can't get really bad, hurt really bad on playing basketball, but I just felt like it was safe for me to play basketball, and also just seeing the things my dad had to go through getting injured playing football as well.
We're talking with Arkansas 2026 commit JJ Andrews here on the Morning Rush. And JJ, you've had quite a track record thus far in high school. The guy I'm sitting next to had an interesting vantage point reffing you in what was it, two years ago in the state championship? So I mean, you guys have already won 2 state championships. You're a top 15 kid right now in this upcoming class. Give us a sense of like what EYBL is like right now, and then also Coach Wayman kind of coordinated this. What you guys expect to be this upcoming basketball season at Little Rock Christian?
Yes, sir. So EYBL right now. I leave out this weekend, heading up to St. Louis to practice with my AAU team. We're planning on finishing the season out strong, playing Session 4 in Augusta and PCM in Augusta as well, hoping to go back-to-back. And Coach Wayman has done a great job preparing us this offseason. We're kind of able to be in it more than we were last year because he was, fresh coming in as the new coach. And this year, we're not new. We're not new to this. We got some new, really good pieces that fit with us well. And I feel like we'll have a great chance at being back at the state championship.
JJ, Bradley Beal Elite is the team you play for, is my understanding. And that's the same one I believe Moses Moody played for. What is it like, just the connections that you probably made, not only to get you better on this circuit, but whether it's Moses, I don't know if you have had a chance to actually have an interaction with Bradley Beal at all, but what's that like when you see guys in the NBA that are coming around watching you play ball?
It's awesome. It's inspiring, honestly, because those guys were in my shoes as well at some point in their life. So just seeing them and being able to talk to them, it's been really good, especially talking to Brad and Nick Smith Jr. as well. He's played for Brad Beal Elite. I've been able to talk to him as well. So it's been great, and it's been inspiring for me.
JJ, you've committed to Arkansas. Was there ever any other school really considering your legacy, considering the name? But I mean, how far and wide did your recruiting go in reality?
Yeah, they were really considering, like, I mean, a lot of the schools, they were always.
How many did you actually consider? I guess I should have phrased it a little better. I know a lot of people considered you. How many did you actually consider?
Oh, I mean, I consider all the ones that offer me, of course, because it's a blessing to receive those opportunities. And, they always brought up, they know that my dad went to Arkansas and all that. But, I always told them that I'm always open to any opportunity because not everybody gets those. So, I mean, I considered every school, but it ultimately came down to Arkansas.
You've been on the radar for a while as a recruit. What were your thoughts a couple of years ago, or whatever it's been, 18, 19 months, whatever it's been now since John Caliperry was hired, when the news started to come out that John Caliperry was going to be the head coach at Arkansas? What were your thoughts in those initial moments?
It was honestly it was a shocker for me at first. I'm not going to lie, because I least expected him to end up in Arkansas. But at the end of the day, he did. And I felt like that was honestly a great blessing from God, just him being able to show up in Arkansas and give me the opportunity to be able to play for him.
Tell us about your visits and the time you've spent around him and the staff and the team. What's it been like, the time you've had kind of behind the curtain?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
But tell us about your visits and the time you spent with Coach Cal and his staff and the players that that were there during your visits. What's it been like in your kind of peek behind the curtain with the team?
Oh, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. Ever since I went on my visit, I've got the vibe of family. They're all like a family. They're all going to take care of each other. Coach Cal is going to push us, of course, but I feel like he'll take care of us off the court as well. And they built a winning culture. Obviously making it to the Sweet 16 last year. And I really love what they're about. They're about togetherness and being a team. So that's what I'm about as well.
JJ Andrews with us, 2026 Arkansas commit here on the Morning Rush via the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. JJ, I was a graduate of Little Rock Christian back in 2013. That campus almost looks like a college campus nowadays. What's it like outside of basketball as you head into your senior year? What are you looking forward to this fall and beyond?
I think I'm mostly looking forward to just being able to be a kid. Last year I was really busy with visits around football season and even during our season. So I think it's just being at home, being with my family during senior year, and being with my friends as well.
Tommy was talking about official visits. I wonder your vantage point as a guy that's now committed. What is it like as a player to step foot in Bud Walton and knowing that just under a year, you're getting a chance to play in one of the best arenas in college basketball?
Oh man, it's awesome. I love hearing them call the Hogs, and I've always dreamed of the moment since I was a kid. During this process, I never knew where I was really going to land at, but now that I know I'm playing for the Hogs, it's one of the greatest feelings in the world.
I'd be interested in your perspective as the recruit, as the player coming in, finishing high school. How is NIL, revenue share, all of that, how is that perceived by you and the people you're playing with on the EYBL, by your family? How has that enhanced or even complicated the recruiting process?
I feel like now it's really it's a business. It's a business more than it has been before. Money, it wasn't a deal breaker. It wasn't going to make or break my commitment to anywhere. But, it was really more so about fit more than anything. But I feel like NIL has taken a change in recruiting and the transfer portal as well.
Just as you talk with, again, teammates in summer, is that a prominent first thing we talk about? Where does that come up in the conversation, you think, for a lot of people in your shoes?
I think it's really just the opportunity of the money. I feel like, sometimes we talk about what we're going to do with it or, how much it could possibly be. But, it's really not the center point of the conversation, but I mean, it's something that needs to be talked about because it's important to know how to manage our money nowadays.
JJ, I wonder, as you look into this final season at Little Rock Christian, and obviously you're going to be in Fayetteville before you know it, any team, obviously state championship, any personal goals you have for this upcoming basketball season?
Personally, I just want to improve my game as a whole and win Gatorade Player of the Year once again, hopefully, and make the McDonald's All-American.
Okay, well, that's a goal, and considering Cal has had a bajillion of those, I think you're well on your way to potentially coming one. JJ, I wonder, you're a lefty, right? And there's obviously lefties in basketball. Is there a player, current or past, that you've idolized, that you've kind of focused your game on as if you continue to improve and obviously get to go to the college level next year?
Really, Michael Jordan, even though I don't think he was left-handed. But really, Michael Jordan, I love the intensity that he plays with, and he plays on both ends of the floor. So just really I really watched The Last Dance a lot. Just seeing what mindset things and game type things I can pick up on and put that into my game. JJ,
as you talk about Jordan, I know we were actually talking about The Last Dance yesterday, and that was like one of our favorite Netflix things to look forward to. I know that we have to wait over a year to watch you play in an Arkansas uniform, but for the Razorback fans listening, we're getting great texts listening to you talk with us. What can fans expect from seeing you starting not this upcoming season, but the following season?
I mean, they can expect, number one, just a fun person to be around. I like to bring a lot of energy. I'm not the laid-back type of guy, so, if I ever get time, we can interact and talk a little bit. And then they're also getting a guy with energy. I would love to bring energy to Button Walton Arena, even though there's already energy there, but bring more extra energy and just a winner that'll do what it takes to win. Obviously, my goal at Arkansas is to win a national championship. So just bring them whatever it takes to win and help the team.
Right. Folks, he's got quite a track record already. All-American, the 2024-25 Arkansas Gatorade Player of the Year. Is a top 15 kid in the class of 2026. J.J. Andrews, the son of Sean Andrews, kind enough to make us some time.
Well done, young man.
Yes, thank you, J.J.
Well done.
Thank you, guys.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. BetOnline. The game starts here.